Okay, now that we have finished laying out the palms and the fingers, we need to think about the wrist bones. So there are 8 wrist bones or carpal bones for each hand, and they're laid out in rows of 4. So the back row is the scaphoid, lunate, triquetrum, and pisiform, and the inner row, the one closest to the metacarpals, is the trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, and hamate. So you can remember this by this little saying: some lovers try positions that they cannot handle. Okay, so I'm going to show you each of these bones and show you how to recognize them and how to side them for laying them out. So I'll start with the scaphoid, which is the first bone on the back row. This is kind of also known as the navicular. It's kind of a boat-shaped little bone. Okay, I've got 2 here. Then I have the lunate, which is the shape of a moon, as its name suggests. So this is kind of a semicircular bone. See those? So I'm going to pair them up again. So scaphoid, lunate, triquetrum. It's an odd-looking little bone. Okay, it's quite small, the second smallest bone, with a little round head, a little square body. Pisiform, like a P-shaped bone, that is the smallest carpal bone. Trapezium, it's quite an irregular bone, it's got a little groove on it. And its partner. There it is. Trapezoid, I remember this as traipsing around, their little boots. Traipsing. Then we have the capitate, which has this head, round heads, capitate, like the metacarpals have a head, capitate. That's where it gets its name from. And then hamate, big cartoon ham, big hook, like a cartoon ham. So remember those ones. It's a very distinctive bone. Okay, so how do I tell now which is left and which is right? So there are lots of different tricks. Bass's Human Osteology book has, I think, the easiest way of siding the bones, but you can use any of the osteology manuals and they'll show you how to do it. But this is the way I do it. So the scaphoid has a little hole for your thumb, which is nice. So you hold it with your thumb and then you look at the groove facing you. Look at the groove, and the groove points to the side the bone comes from. So in this case, the groove is going off to the right. So this is my right one. And that therefore is my left one. When it comes to the lunate, you hold it so that the facet here on that side is facing you. And again, it points off to the side it comes from. So this face is going off to the right. That's my right one. And this one, because I've already paired them up, is my left one. When it comes to the triquetrum, it has a little round face, little round surface here that articulates with the pisiform. So if you hold it so that the round face is down, as you're looking at it, there's a groove on one side. That groove points to the side it comes from. The groove on this one is on the right, so that's my right one. And then this one must be my left one. Oops, sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, that way. And then I have my pisiform. If you hold the pisiforms so you're looking at them. So this time the face, the little round face, is up rather than down. Yeah. So you look at them. They point to the side they come from. So this one is going off to the right, and this one is going off to the left. That's my first row. Then the trapezium. It has, if you point it away from you, so that the groove is facing away from you. So I'm going to turn it around so I'm looking at it. So the groove is facing away from me. There is this depression, this groove points to the side that the bone comes from. So that's pointing to the left, that's the left one. And that one has to be the right one. Then I move on to my trapezoid. These are easy. These are little Eskimo boots. It sounds crazy, but you'll see them. They look like little Eskimo boots. And they've got one rounded side for the outside of the foot and a flat side for the inside of the foot. So that is a little right boot. So that belongs on the right side. And that is a little left boot. So that belongs on the left side. Then we have the capitate with the head. It's got a very a long-sided facet on one side. So you want to put that away from you, and you're looking at the way and where the head is actually pointing. And this head is pointing to the right. So that's my right one. And again, if I put the long facet away from me, this head is rounded towards the left. So that's the left one. And then I'm left with my hamate, my hook. So it's got this very distinctive hook in an adult. You hold it so the hook is facing away from you. The hook curves to the side it comes from. This is curved to the right, and this is curved to the left. So holding it up so you can see. So if you were holding it there, so it's curving to the side it comes from. So obviously I've made a deliberate mistake on this one. I'm just going to turn these around so that they're in correct anatomical position. And there you have your 4 rows.